All right, let's talk about something that I think a lot of us feel. It's that weird gap between having these huge, amazing dreams and then what we actually do every day. If you've ever had this massive ambition, this fire inside you, but you just keep hitting a wall of, well, doing nothing, then yeah, this is for you.
Does this sound familiar? You've got these incredible ideas for your life, right? These goals that genuinely get you excited. But when it's actually time to sit down and do the work, poof, the energy is just gone. You find yourself saying, okay, for real, I'll start tomorrow. But somehow, tomorrow never quite seems to arrive.
And it's such a frustrating loop, isn't it? The desire for that big thing, that book, that healthy lifestyle, it's totally there, you can feel it. But then the pull of something way easier, something that gives you that instant gratification, like just scrolling on your phone, it almost always wins the fight.
Well, believe it or not, this whole cycle actually has a name. It's called the ambitious procrastinator's dilemma. And you know what? Just understanding that this is a thing is the very first step to actually breaking free from it.
And here's probably the most important thing I'm going to say today. You are not alone in this, not by a long shot. This feeling of being stuck, of wanting so much more for yourself but just feeling paralyzed, that is a deeply, deeply human experience.
So, why? Why does this happen? Well, here's the good news. It's not because you're lazy or broken or have some kind of character flaw. Not at all. The science is really clear on this. It's all about how our brains are wired. It's about ancient survival instincts that we all have.
And this right here is a game changer. Procrastination, it isn't your identity. It's not who you are. It's just a pattern, a habit your brain got into. And the best part about habits, they can be broken, and they can absolutely be replaced with better ones.
This little chart just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly shows that battle happening in your head. The ambitious part of you sets a smart, long-term goal. But the ancient survival part of your brain just sees a huge, hard, painful task and immediately yanks you toward what's easy and comfortable.
So here's the deal with your brain. It's basically programmed to do two things: avoid pain and seek pleasure, or at least comfort. And a giant goal like, I'm going to get fit, feels overwhelming. Your brain registers that as pain. But scrolling through social media, oh, that's pure immediate comfort. It's a quick, easy win. The great news is, we can totally outsmart this wiring. So how do we do it? How do we outsmart our own brains? Well, we don't try to fight them head on. That's a losing battle. Instead, we kind of trick them. We work with their programming using a simple but ridiculously powerful three-step plan. Okay, these are our 3 secret weapons. First, we're going to shrink our goals down until they're not scary anymore. Second, we're going to build some automatic systems so we don't have to rely on willpower. And third, we're going to use a super simple rule to get past that first big hurdle of just starting.
Okay, step 1, make it small. The #1 reason your brain hits the brakes is because the task just looks way too big. So the solution is simple. We shrink the task until it feels, well, almost laughably easy.
I mean, this says it all, doesn't it? Nobody stands at the bottom of a mountain and expects to just leap to the summit. Success is all about taking one single step, and then another one, and then another. Our goals work the exact same way. And look at just how small we're talking. Your goal isn't to write a chapter, it's to write one sentence. You're not trying to master a song, you're just going to practice one chord. This whole approach just slips right past your brain's fear response. It's all about making a little progress, not trying to be perfect.
All right, next up. Once we've made the task tiny, we need to make it automatic. And this is where we stop trying to rely on motivation, which, let's be honest, comes and goes, and we start building simple, easy routines instead.
This is so important. Think of willpower like your phone battery. It just runs out during the day. But a routine, that's like putting a train on a track. Once it's on there, it just goes. Routines take the decision-making out of the equation, which makes doing the right thing the default choice. And these routines can be dead simple. You see what's happening here? Each of these examples makes it easier to do the good habit. The shoes are right there. You can't miss them. The to-do list just becomes part of your morning coffee. You're basically designing your life to make the right choice the easiest choice.
And that brings us to our final, and maybe my favorite tool, the 2-minute rule. This little trick is designed to conquer the single hardest part of doing anything, which is just getting started.
2 minutes. That's it. That's the whole rule. Whatever your goal is, just promise yourself you'll do it for 2 minutes. Want to read more? Fine, just read for 2 minutes. Need to clean your house? Just tidy up for 2 minutes. Literally anyone can do something for just 2 minutes.
And that's the perfect way to think about it. The point of the 2-minute rule isn't to finish the whole task. The point is just to give that ball the first little push. It's all about creating momentum where there was absolutely none before.
And that's the secret sauce, right there. An object in motion stays in motion. You'll find that once you've started reading for 2 minutes, you'll probably want to finish the page, or maybe even the chapter. Getting started is the real obstacle, not the work itself.
So there's our plan. Make it small, make it easy, and just start for 2 minutes. Now let's talk about how we take that first tiny little spark of action and turn it into a roaring fire.
As you get started with this, please be kind to yourself. You are going to miss a day. You're going to feel resistance. That is not failure. That's just feedback. It's all part of the process. The only thing that matters is that you get back up and you try again.
I want you to think of your big dream as a tiny little spark. Every single sentence you write, every one push-up you do, every 2 minutes you spend trying, that's a tiny piece of kindling you're tossing on the fire. It might not look like much at first, but if you just keep adding that fuel day after day, you will eventually build something incredible.
And that brings us right here to the last and most important question. Don't worry about the whole mountain. Don't even think about the roaring fire yet. Just think about that very first, tiniest spark. What is the one tiny 2-minute action you are going to take today to get started?